focus on your difference. You were not designed to be better than anybody else. You were designed to be different from everybody else. Some of the smartest people in the world are those who have learned this truth. And so they spend their time focusing on what makes them different. Because what makes you different is what really defines your place in this world. This world is like some big puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle. And every piece of the jigsaw is different from every other piece. If you are seeking sameness and uniformity, you are compromising something that is fundamentally relevant to your full expression on this earth. In fact, the whole idea of conformity is compromise. There is a reason that nature supports diversity. There are no two zebras that carry the same stripe. There is no two thumbprints that carries the same blueprint. Everybody is different, and there is a reason for that. But man, in his ingenuity, has educated himself into a state of imbecility, so that we have used schooling to diminish what makes us different. So any kind of schooling that does not let you find your difference has compromised your true capacity to achieve. And you see this in the entire system, not just in Africa, but all over the rest of the world. People are bashed. They are bashed by ages. They are bashed by skills. Sometimes they are ethnically profiled and bashed that way. And whatever makes some kids different is discouraged, is deleted, is taken out. Outliers are punished. Kids are encouraged to be same of the same. We reward uniformity. Heck, we even wear uniforms. But growing up, you realize that you have all of these many assignments you had to do, even though you were only 5. And you had to submit yourself to, painstaking work for several hours. After 8 hours in school, you come back, you do homework, you do extramurals, you have very little time to sleep, and it goes on and on and on and on and on until it is weekend. And some people are wondering, how do we touch or unlock the human potential when we do not create time for recreation? When there is no time for people to think, because it is when people are able to think that they are able to touch the true potential. The same thing with the media. The media flashes all that information and news to you, and in split seconds they change them, leaving you no room whatsoever to think about anything. In one moment, you are right there in the United States observing the Oscars, and then celebrating who is winning what. And then in the very next moment, the news item is changed. You're taken to Fallujah in Iraq, where people are blowing themselves up, and you see a carnage of human bodies. And then next moment, you are back in Africa, where we're celebrating some traditional festive rites, and then with all that beauty and color. And then while you're trying to take all of that in, it changes. You're back to London Bridge, where some people are stabbing other people to death. No time to process it, no time to think. And so people have all this glut of information, and they have this knowledge glut that results from a sensory overload. So even though today we seem to have more information, more knowledge, we're not wiser. And that's because wisdom comes from deep thinking. When people get onto later life and they find enlightenment, they look back at their past and they feel like they were robbed. And that's because the entire system seems to have been in some kind of conspiracy to keep you from finding who you really are, what makes you different in the world. And what makes you different is what you really should celebrate. Because if you don't find it, then you really will not understand purpose. Because your purpose is tied to your difference. I see people running all over the place looking for purpose. That's silly. Shut out all the noise in your head and try to find your difference. That's where your purpose is. Some people do all they can so that they can, find success. But let me tell you this. Success is a simple definition. Means you at the very best. Now let's start this process. Evolve. I'm Abbaly.